Fox Global Network, the 10th edition of the Live Frontier Dairy News of this week. You are listening to Amit Saha. I'm the founder of the Frontiers of Grassroots Sustainability Network. Fox Network is working with the food, health, and livelihood stakeholders for a sustainable future food system. This week, new innovative ways of herd management in line with nature needs and animal behavior reminds us of Lord Krishna, who in 5000 years back, his mesmerizing tunes from his flute made the cows stand tranquilly, listening to the nectar filled tune around him. The top news is covering the Fox Frontier concept of integrated dairy farming system, covering 10 pivotal dimensions, which covers the whole dairy supply chain from production to consumption. This week we see that while technologies for the small to the large farms are developing fast, innovative management of herd is a game changer for the future. Do you know that the Indian Dairy Cooperative, which has more than 12 million farmers as its members, that is more than double the population of New Zealand, and of these, about 25% are women members. Farmer producer organizations like Amul are leading this movement to provide livelihood to the masses every day 24x7. Let's support this movement through technologies that help these farmers as well. At top focus one is the dairy farmer. We have some good news for the dairy farmers for India. The National Dairy Development Board has launched a call center, Pashu Mitra, for dairy farmers in the country. Now the dairy farmers will be able to resolve their problems related to animal health, nutrition and breeding. NDDB's call center will not only guide the farmers by providing them crucial information for enhancing animal productivity, but will prove to be a true companion of farmers. The main aim of Pashu Mitra is to further strengthen dairy farming in India and help farmers emerge as an empowered community, said Dilip Rath, NDDB chairman. Farmers will have to dial 757-483-5051 and their questions will be answered by the concerned experts from NDDB. Coming to top focus 2 as dairy herd. We have news from the gene technology where genome selection technology as the blueprint to a more productive herd has been released by the University of Queensland researcher Professor Ben Hayes, who has co-developed this technology. Genome technology has unlocked new cattle breeding methods which could improve fertility and lead to increase in profitability, sustainability and productivity. University of Queensland researcher Professor Ben Hayes, who has co-developed this technology, said that it could produce differences in fertility that results in up to 3 extra calves over a cow's lifetime. Coming to top focus 3 in the dairy feed. Plants such as alfalfa, sweet clover, oats, ryegrass, Sudan grass, wheat and corn are known to accumulate nitrates to dangerous levels. This is especially the case when they are grown in soils with sulfur deficiency, phosphorus deficiency, or at low temperatures less than 13 degrees Celsius and a lack of soil aeration. The nitrate ion itself is not toxic. However, ruminants readily reduce nitrate to nitrite, which oxidizes hemoglobin to methemoglobin, which is unable to carry oxygen and transport it to the body tissues, with the resulting symptoms of respiratory distress, vomiting and squealing. The provision of additional roughage and concentrates will reduce the incidence of nitrate poisoning, as these feeds will dilute the nitrate and assist in its metabolism to ammonia and ultimately microbial protein. Coming to top focus 4 in animal shed, where a Welsh farmer is milking cows in a robot powered by a standalone renewable energy system, after it was forced to relocate to a remote site when its rented dairy unit was converted to housing. Both father and son, David and Thomas Adams, were milking in a 7-unit swing-over parlour on a tenanted farm near Cobridge when the farmyard was earmarked for development. Moving the milk facilities to another location on the same estate created a challenge, as the site had no grid-connected power, but it also presented an opportunity to switch to a fully housed robot milking system. For less than half the investment needed to connect to the mains, they installed a solar array with battery storage to run a single robot. It is believed to be the only off-grid milking robot in the United Kingdom. Coming to top focus 5 in dairy machines, where company Melon Farm Machinery, the Mayo-based machinery company, was named as the overall winner of the 2020 Innovation Arena, a virtual competition for new innovations from agri-tech and farm machinery companies in New Zealand. This company won the award for its latest product, a new purpose-built round bale chaser with a capacity of 16 bales. This product, the Express, is able to operate to a weight capacity of 26 tons. The design features a heavy-duty chassis with a tubular loading arm on each side of the trailer to lift and lower the bales without damage. The judges reported that they were impressed with the superb design and high quality of engineering of the machine, alongside the potential the machine must have to improve the speed of collection and safe handling of round bales. Now coming to the management issues at top focus 6 is feed management. Here we have news from Lely, where the first concept for the fully autonomous harvesting and feeding of fresh grass has been launched by this robotic farm Lely in the form of the Lely Exos. The Dutch-based dairy equipment giant says that with this system, dairy farmers can use the nutritional value of their roughage more efficiently and can produce more milk from their own grassland. The solution is completely compatible with making dairy farms circular. In addition, the system saves on labor and feed cost, Lely claims, as this machine can operate 24x7. The low weight and soil friendly technology of this machine means it can mow from early spring to late autumn. The careful mowing method keeps the grass fresh and tasty, the company says. The nutritional value of fresh grass is 10 to 20% higher than that of silage grass because there are no significant losses during harvesting, conservation and feeding. Coming to the top focus 7 in management is the dairy shed management. Here the company Halter, which claims to remove the need for fences, gates and even the farm dog to guide cows from the field to the shed. This patented technology called the Cowgorythm that uses artificial intelligence to control individual cow movements and track well-being. Halter claims to remove the need for fences, gates and even the farm dog, allowing the farmer to manage everything remotely, saving time and importantly improving productivity. Here each cow is fitted with a solar-powered collar that in turn is coupled to an application that monitors the cow's location, physical condition and pasture conditions. The essence of the system is about retraining the cow using Pavlovian conditioning, getting the animal to respond to audible and vibration cues from the collar. The training uses sound to tell a cow where it can't go or vibrations for positive reinforcement when she is heading in the right direction. Behind the scenes, an extensive team has developed patented technology called the Cowgorythm that uses artificial intelligence to control individual cow movements and track well-being. Now coming to the top focus 8 is the herd health management, where Lisa Newman, a farmer's daughter from New Plymouth and a student of Massey University, was very familiar with the problem of cleaning the cow's tail hairs. So she set out to design a dedicated trimmer that was suited to the conformation of the cow and also friendly for the operator. Currently, a design concept is at a stage where discussions with potential manufacturers regarding commercialization are happening. Newman's design switch is the only device that is ergonomically designed to trim cows' tails as well as reduce the risk of repetitive strain injury in users. Regular tail trimming helps promote better animal health and well-being by keeping the animals cleaner at the back end and especially around the udder and teats. Coming to the top focus 9 on dairy waste management. Future stables are expected to be more in line with the natural behavior of cows, climate control, limiting emissions, reuse of waste, quality of manure and capital efficiency. That says Paul Kalama of Wageningen Livestock Research. Together with colleagues and international team of scientists, he mapped out stables of the future. Thus the multi-climate building, you can see here in the figure, is a sketch by architect Sprecher that needs further thought. The main challenge to see the barn more as a part of a business system because it has an impact on the entire business and manual chain of barn storage and use. It must fit in with the vision of nature management, closing cycles, precise agriculture and appreciation by society. There are still many technical challenges. Think of low emission and easily walkable floors, techniques of manure removal and storage, alternative free run bottoms, sustainable building material, flaring of methane, or floating stables with the maximum use of residual flows from nearby cities. Finally, to the top focus 10 on dairy market management, where the news is again from India. Farmer producer organizations FPOs like Amul collectivizes the smaller primary producers through locally managed organizations and integrates them into an inclusive value chain. It is a sustainable, market-based approach in which resources of member farmers are pooled to achieve scale economies. It enables farmers to see their work through an entrepreneurial lens and confers economies of scale, better marketing and distribution, more investable funds and skills, greater bargaining power, access to credit and insurance, sharing of assets and costs, opportunities to upgrade skills in technology, and a safety net in times of distress. The best known example of FPO is that of Amul, Gujarat Cooperative Milk Marketing Federation Limited, which is a dairy cooperative with over 3 million producer members. In this model, thousands of scattered small farms are systematically aggregated and provided centralized services around production, post-harvest, and marketing. This helps reduce transaction costs of the farms for accessing the value chains and makes it easier for smaller farms to access inputs, technology, and the market. It also opens opportunities to bring primary processing facilities closer to the farm gates and help producers gain market intelligence and manage the value chain better with digital agricultural tools. This is also aligned with the new agricultural laws, the agriculture reform laws of opening up the agriculture markets and price setting mechanism in India recently. So finally, signing off, this is Amit Shah, wishing you a very safe, productive and inspiring week ahead. I hope this edition has brought some value addition to your business. For regular updates to the Fox Network, please subscribe to our live channel in YouTube and our website in the link below. Thank you.